Welcome to Because We Said So, the podcast where Anissa and Jess dive into the beautiful chaos of motherhood, careers, and all the stuff in between. For the next 20 minutes, let's just hang out.
Hello, welcome to Because We Said So. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Wait, so you sent me an email the other day that we're like really hot in South Africa. So I just wanted to shout out South Africa and say thanks for
entire
listening.
country. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for
We're
listening.
really famous in South Africa.
I love that for us. I've always wanted to go
Me
there
too.
and visit. So hopefully we
Me
will.
too.
Yeah. So I know we've been going week to week about my big move to the South, and I started throwing things out, donating things out, selling things. I'm like in the midst of a super clean downgrade here. And I'm going through my closet and I'm thinking like, I don't need sweaters anymore. And like, I'm donating all these sweaters, but I'm like, then, but should I keep like 5 sweaters? Like, there is a thing as Florida cold, and I am going to come back to New York. So, like, what's the appropriate amount of sweaters? Also, if I haven't worn the sweater in like 5 years, is that just straight in the bag? Like, you're never going to wear it, even if it's cold. Also, what is the life cycle of clothing? Because I feel like I keep things just in case, and then it's like 20 years later. So, like, I don't know how to,
You need 3 sweaters for
Yeah.
summer. So like pick out a summer dress and pick 3 sweaters that you would wear with it. Like one, they might not all go perfect. And then you need like a couple sweaters that you would put underneath a jacket, like a layering sweater for winter, just in case you do go back home. That's all you
Okay.
need.
That's it? 4?
That's all. I have literally 2.
Aren't you
I have
wearing a
2
sweater?
sweaters.
Is that one
This
of
is a
your 2?
dress. This
You're
is
wearing
a
a
dress.
dress.
Yeah.
Cute. I thought you were in a sweater all day. But it's a sweater
No.
dress.
It's a sweater dress.
So that counts as a sweater.
My sweaters are just like I throw them in the bag in case it gets cold. It's not really like I need the sweater as the outfit. And so I just think it's good to have a few that go with everything. But in California, I really don't need a sweater unless it's like a fall look. But I'm always hot. I'm always annoyed at that.
I'm always hot too. And you know what I've also realized is that I'm not really into sweaters. I'm more into like the leather jacket, the jean jacket.
I have a jean jacket.
Like the jacket, like the cute little cropped jacket, throw me on top vibe. Like that's my vibe. But in 10 years, I might be back into sweaters. I'm not. Okay. I'm just not. Because right now it's like 100 degrees in Florida. The other thing is that like summer is very quick here in New York. So all my summer clothes have been around for a while. And then during the winter, the summer clothes get like squished and squashed wherever we can throw them. So then when it comes back out, they're really not great anymore. So then you need all these. So now I have like no summer stuff, and I'm moving in the heat of heat. It's like 101 when I'm moving. And I'm just going to be naked. I think that's what's going to happen.
That's the other thing is like you'll just be naked. You just need cozy home clothes because you work from home. And then I rent my clothes because I did a big move and downsize, and I'm still figuring out like what I like and what's my adult style, not like like how much.
What app is that?
I do Newly, and if you sign up around a holiday or like a promo, it's $80 a month. And I think it's more than that now, but like I said, wait for a promo. And then I end up buying like one thing every time, and it's 30% off.
So, how long do you get to wear them for? Like a month?
The whole month. The whole month. And you get 6 items. So like this dress was from Anthropologie, and I probably wouldn't have bought it. But then like you said, it's a sweater, but it's a dress, and it's really comfy for working from home. And it looks good on Zoom. So like I'll probably keep it, and it'll be 30% off.
So how much is it?
Oh gosh, I don't know. It's not an expensive dress in the first place.
So it's like it ends up being like what, like $40?
No. I mean, okay, not expensive is relative.
Okay, sorry.
It's a $188 dress. You get 49% off, so I'll get it for $95.
Okay, well, that's a big savings. If you went into the store, you couldn't get it for half off.
No, and I got to wear it a couple times to see if it actually fits in my life, and the majority of the time is a no, so you send it back.
Yeah. Where do they pull clothes from, or can you ask like where to pull?
Yeah, so they do like some nice brands like For Love and Lemons, They have like Simon Miller, and then a lot of Anthropology, a lot of Free People, that A.G. Goldie jeans, like those types of, like, it's everything trendy. It's definitely not like Rent the Runway though. Those are higher vibe brands. But I'm not living that life where like my kids are going to ruin my clothes. So I'm still trying to like, be like presentable but reasonable.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
got
work
it.
from home.
I work from home, but I have crazy kids that like in a blink of an eye. Yesterday, for example, I wore a white tank, and I went to a friend's barbecue and all day, nothing on it. It was great. I was like, this is fantastic. Then I went to the barbecue and they have a big dog, and the dog went up to give me a hug. Dirt all over the fucking tank top. I'm like, not my kids, not your kids, not anyone's kids, but the dog. The dog ruined it for me. It's a mix. I forget. It's like black and yellow. It's cute. It's big and cute. And he's only one. So like it's not even his fault. But I was like, come on. Come on. And I just went to the sink and I just like put it all under the sink. And I was like, God, this comes off. Because you never know. White is so temperamental. It's so hard. You need like 18. Like if you find like this white t-shirt I love. I bought it a year ago. I rarely wear it because I don't want to ruin it. And I should have just bought 3 of them.
Yeah.
Like from now on, if I find something white that I love, I'm buying 3.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I used to think people were crazy for doing that, but I'm going to start doing that. Yeah.
No, we're in this era of life where we're like, very, you know what you want. Okay. So the other question you asked was, how long do clothes last? I think the answer is quite literally like 100 years, because I have stuff that's super vintage that I love. And like some of my denim jackets are Union. My favorite denim jacket is Union Bay. Do you remember Mervyn's? It's a vintage Union Bay jacket from Mervyn's.
I don't know what that means.
It's like from Sears. Did you guys have a Sears?
Yes, we still have Sears. Or did they go bankrupt? Are they still around?
You don't have a Sears anymore. No one does. They don't sell clothes.
No, it's like a Bed Bath. They went under. Bed Bath still has a website. So
yeah, I think they have like cut a lot of their stores. Okay. So I think if it's a really good piece, it's forever. Like if it's a designer thing and it fits good, it's forever.
Well, like everyday clothing, like this t-shirt, like when am I going to have to like, as soon as it changes color, then it's done? Like we're done.
Or if it smells odd, I can't deal with the smell. And sometimes like certain synthetic fabrics hold smell differently than like a cotton. You know what I mean?
Very true. Very true.
Just
unscented is the way to go. An unscented item.
Does it smell?
Gotta go. Speaking of smelling, I'm going through the closets, and growing up, I had like a Raggedy Ann. Like that was like my thing. And I brought it to college. It went with me to the city. It came with me to my apartment. It came with me to this house, right? But when we moved into this house, I was not allowed to have Raggedy Ann any longer. And I have 2 kids, and she looks not well. And she has a lot of things wrong with her. So I had to like bury her in my closet, and I found her today. I forgot she was in there, and I was undoing the closet, and Josh was in there, and I was like, oh my God. And he was like looking at me, and I was like, okay, she'll go back. But she's not getting donated. And he's like, no one wants that. Throw it out. And I'm like, no, it's literally the only thing I've had since
whole life.
Birth. Yeah. I loved her so much. I still do love her, but she's like not whole. She's a little wretched, but we love her.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything like that.
I'm just loyal. I'm loyal to Raggedy Ann. I'm loyal.
She's a loyal woman. It's true.
And she'll always have I love you, and as a heart on her heart. It's always there, So it's just a nice reminder.
It is.
Anyway, so that's that.
That's that. And this weekend I did nothing. I didn't have the kids, and I watched Housewives, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Yes, let's talk about that. How many episodes are you in?
I watched the whole season. I had a lot of time on my hands.
No, okay. I'm only on episode 6, but the mom, let's discuss the mom. What did she do? She looks good, but like what did she do? Because if you do a side by side, but her body too is different. If you do a side by side, everything is different. I don't know. Maybe she got a tummy tuck. It hasn't been like that Has it
So
been?
we're
I
talking
don't
about
know.
Taylor Frankie Paul, and I
Mom.
text Jess. I was like one episode in, and I was like, the biggest like untold headline of this entire season is what happened to her mom to make her look like her daughter. Like she lost. She became so young.
I'm gonna Google what did Taylor Frankie Paul's mom do to her face and body? Yeah. And it's funny because she walks in and she's like, "Don't I look like you?" That's so freaky that she had a nose job and got her whole face done.
Yeah, she
So
went
what?
in for
So
a
she
nose
got a
job
face.
and
So
she
she got
got a
a facelift.
facelift. Yeah.
She did something to her body too. Maybe it is Ozempic. Maybe it is something else. Maybe she got boobs. I'm doing a
Okay,
side
well,
by
I'm here
side.
for
This
it.
is like crazy.
My God. Actually, I have something to say about plastic surgery really quick while we're talking about it.
I'm sending this to
Recently,
you.
okay, I sent a screenshot because I was telling someone that I calendar. Like that's what I do. I
Yeah.
calendar really good, you know? And
Yeah.
I love it. It's a passion. And she was like, it was a he. He said, that's a sickness. Like that is not okay. And so I was like, no, no, no. Look how
Who
perfect
said
it is.
that?
It was a friend. I won't get into it, but I took
Okay.
a screenshot of my Monday because Monday is like my wildest day. I mean, we do meeting to meeting to meeting. I have to prep for meetings, and then we go into podcast, and then I go into like gymnastics for 2 different times. Like Monday is Mondaying really hard for me. So I sent it because I was like, I'm most proud of this Monday, but I didn't realize that like I got the screenshot a little bit of Tuesday, and it said Galanis follow-up Zoom doc appointment. And so they responded, you don't need plastic surgery. And I was like, oh my God. I've never said, because it wasn't someone I knew really well. It was just
Right.
someone I was bantering with. And I was like,
Right.
this person I barely know, I have to talk about
Plastic
plastic surgery
surgery.
with.
That's so weird.
It was so weird. It was like a very much of an overstep. But then I was like, but I did it. I did it to myself because I sent the picture
You did.
of my. So anyway,
What's your kids? Okay, sorry. We'll talk about what?
I want to talk more about the Mormons. So have you seen like
Okay.
Demi? What do you think of Demi?
Wait, I just want to go over because I sent you a side by side. So I definitely think that her nose was done. I think that her eyes got lifted because they're more open than they were. Her eyebrows got drawn
Oh my
in, maybe
God.
microblading, and her lips definitely got filler, and she definitely got a facelift. I think she got the whole face done,
I'm sharing my screen
and her
for
hair,
anyone
and
that's
her
watching.
hair, and her hair. She got her hair done too. She probably put in extensions from Jessie.
Yeah, they all do that. Look at
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, all their hair is so pretty. It's all fake.
I mean, she looks great.
I know, but it's just like imagine your mom looking like that one day, and then all of a sudden, like it's just a drastic change.
She
For,
looks like
like,
the
your
PTA mom over on the right. She looks like
Yeah.
someone from the PTA, and on the left, she looks like her daughter's on a reality TV show. And maybe it's just part of what they all go through. Because if you look at everyone on Selling Sunset season 1 and look
Yeah.
at them on season 5, it's like they all look way better.
Yeah, they get on the plastic surgery bus. They don't like the way they look, so they just keep morphing into other people. Okay,
Well,
so then
how could you like what you look like if the internet is yelling at you all the time?
I know it's tough. The internet's bad. You went off of Instagram, and every time I go to send you something, I can't find your name, and I can't handle it.
Please? I'm really happy because I started getting on LinkedIn and I'm like, oh, this is such a much more positive place to be. And my For You page on TikTok is so positive. It's just like exactly what I want to see. And it's so funny. And I sometimes feel like it's like a mental health moment on TikTok, whereas Instagram is just showing me people that I wish I was like and made me consume more goods. Whereas like TikTok just is there to make me, they're my friend. Does that make sense?
I get you. I get you. I don't go on the TikTok a lot, but I'm going to pay more attention to TikTok, I think, in maybe 2026, because right now there's a lot going on. But I do go on there. I did buy some things from TikTok. You can get a lot of stuff for less money there that you like. Like a lot of the free people stuff is on there for like $5. Actually, the pair of shoes I'm wearing currently were from TikTok and they were only $20. So I am a fan of the shopping of the TikTok.
So like that's funny because I haven't done any of the shopping before.
You should. And also what I love about the shopping also is that there's so many people just trying things on. So it's like it's like on their page. So it's not like reviews like on Amazon where you don't know who, like these people are like doing it live and in
That's like
video
what
and
you
like
wished for was the
right. And like
review.
if you're debating between like one fabric or the other fabric, like you could just go down the rabbit hole and then you just know like what it is. So it doesn't like it's always going to be exactly what it is because you just have so much information on it. Oh, I bought a pair of workout pants from there too.
Okay. See?
Yeah. 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 That's what I'm saying. Anyways, okay, back to wait. Back to the Mormon thing for a second. The Demi and Jesse of it all surrounding money, like that sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know how that concludes, but that sucks.
Demi just started out like you could like I don't know if it was the edit, if they got like she got a bad edit or what, but she really does look jealous. Like and she's aggressive.
Yeah.
I think all the girls are stupid. You know, like
Oh
no
my
one
God,
is like
they sound so bad. They actually give me PTSD of like being in my 20s and how bratty and obnoxious everyone sounded.
yeah, and I think what's funny about her is like she's clearly very smart. She's really intelligent, but it comes across as like manipulative, I almost because she probably is so much smarter than some of the girls. She's like twisting. She's just positioning herself. You can see that she has a motive. And I like again, it's reality TV, so she probably got a bad edit that made her look way worse and they just fed the storyline. But like her being a fan favorite last year. She is like not anymore. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys.
She wasn't my fan favorite.
Who was your fan favorite last time?
I think that like the show is Taylor's show. So Taylor like is just the heart of the show even though she's a hot mess. I think she's the heart of the show.
Yeah. And because she's so truthful and so authentic and like we said last time when we talked about the Mormons, we're like she's stupid. They're all stupid. But like the more you open up about like how you're stupid and you made bad decisions and you're trying, like that's endearing.
Yeah. But I in the Dakota of it all, no.
Oh my God. So that was the TikTok that I was watching before this was like, what are you watching? It's when Taylor's dad is at the dinner table saying,
Ellen calls her
no, she calls herself trash because she has parents that respond to this. She's like, wait a second. So you let Dakota come over after 3 days of being separated and you slept with him. What does that, you had sex with him. What does that say about you? And points her literal finger at her.
I know.
And Dakota's just like, yeah, this family, I got them right where I want them. And she goes, because I'm trash. And it's like, of course it's going to be her response. But actually, like, sorry, that's someone that she has a child with that she's trying to make it work with who like went and cheated on her. And she's literally in therapy doing all the things. Like, is it okay to make her feel like shit?
On top of it all.
On
like she already knows. Yeah. Yeah.
And all these people are on TV literally because of her and her bad decisions. I think everyone should stop and say thank you. It's like Kim Kardashian with the sex tape. Everyone say thank you.
I also think that the Jen is the whole thing there like took a very big turn also. I don't know what to believe and not to believe with that either.
Yeah, that poor girl. I think that's a perfect case of like people pleasing and being young.
Yeah. And then imagine on top of it having 2 or 3 kids. Like going through it all in your 20s is enough, and then having 2 or 3 kids on top of going through everything in your 20s, like that's so ridiculous.
Yeah. Having been in relationships where I was easily manipulated too, you learn it takes a lot of practice to learn how to respond to things.
Yeah.
And I think she just doesn't have enough practice. They were only separated for a little while. So when her husband says something, it's your response that tells people, like, oh, you can't fuck with me anymore because I see what you're trying to do. But she has that on the side of her husband. She also has the girls being like, oh, it's not a big deal. And it's like, it's probably not a big deal for you and your relationship, but I'm clearly in this fucking thing over here where everything is a big deal and I never know what's going to be bad. And so, like, I just feel bad for her.
Yeah. It reminds me of a similar situation with someone that I'm talking to right now. And you, my little lovely Crispy, were strong and got out of it and are shining. Hopefully they will learn their lessons too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And now when
Anyways.
people like tell me something where I like, okay, I'm going to give you an example.
Okay.
Like they tell you something to make you think that what you're doing is wrong, but you had no idea. For instance, maybe you had a glass of wine at dinner.
Right.
And then you drove.
Right.
Like an hour and a half later.
Right.
No children at home, nothing wrong, right? But
Right.
all of a sudden,
No.
they decide that day that's not okay. You have to say, you have to be confident enough to not let that fuck with your head and be like,
No.
actually, I do know what I'm capable of and what I'm not capable of. I know what my values are. I know what's okay and what's not okay. I know what's within legal and ethical and logical limits. And like, you just have to respond in a way that's like, thank you, but no thank you for your opinion.
Yeah. Smile and nod. Got it. Thanks. Talk to you later. Bye. Gotta go bye.
Yeah.
I had a conflict this weekend and the girl was going off and I was like, I had shut it down so very quickly. I was like, you're being condescending. I'm at a party right now. I don't appreciate your tone and there's nothing left to say. I will talk to you at another time. And hung up. Yeah,
Wow.
you got to draw. You have to have a boundary. You have to cut things off. Oh yeah, I had my first drama of it all with sports and the kids and stuff, and it shouldn't have been drama, but everybody takes everything so seriously. So, I mean, a story for another day. But anyways, we are at time, and I love you, and I think this was great because last week was a little bit of a shit show. Literally, we talked about shit way too much, and I got called out for it. So, no shit on this one. We love you. Thank you, South Africa, and we'll be in touch. Because we said so.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.